In the dusty attic, Voi and Beo cautiously navigate through a maze of forgotten memories and relics. Sunlight barely penetrates the boarded windows, casting an ethereal glow on the dancing dust motes. They pause, drawn to an ornate, antique clock, its strange symbols hinting at forgotten secrets. The clock radiates an unusual aura, its presence dominating the silence of the attic. In the dimly lit attic, Voi's curiosity overwhelms him as he eyes the antique clock. Against Beo's warnings, Voi's hand inches closer, drawn by an irresistible urge. Voi's fingers touch the cold, metallic hands of the clock. Beo watches, his apprehension growing with each passing moment. Beo cries out, "Voi, don't!" Voi and Beo emerge, blinking, into the town square, the sunlight momentarily blinding them. A bizarre scene unfolds. Townsfolk move in reverse, their actions stilted and unnatural. Before their eyes, shattered pieces of a vase leap back together, defying the laws of nature. A half-eaten apple reverts to its untouched form, bite marks vanishing into seamless perfection. An unsettling energy vibrates through the air, a palpable sense of wrongness permeating everything. Voi and Beo step into the bakery, their expressions a mix of confusion and desperation. The baker, covered in flour, meticulously bites into customers' bread, then kneads the chewed pieces back into new loaves. Bewildered customers watch, resigned to the bizarre bread-making process. As Voi and Beo reach for their wallets, the loaf floats back onto the shelf, and their coins magically reappear. Voi and Beo burst into the library, eyes wide, as books fly wildly from shelves. They spot the wise old librarian, spectacles askew, amidst the chaos. Voi cries out, "We need your help! Something terrible has happened." The wise old librarian points. This may hold the key. In the dimly lit attic, dust swirls around Voi and Beo as they desperately pore over an ancient text. The brittle pages and faded ink challenge their focus, symbols blurring before their eyes. Beo, frustrated and sweating, realizes the urgency of their quest. A specific sequence of movements is needed to reset the clock. In a moment of despair, Voi throws his hands up, exclaiming, "This is impossible! I can't make heads or tails of this!" Voi and Beo struggle, their efforts repeatedly thwarted by unforeseen mishaps. They coordinate their moves, pushing and pulling in perfect sync. The clock hands jerk forward as they finally set the correct sequence. A brilliant flash of light engulfs the attic as the clock resets, returning to its original state. Voi and Beo step out of the attic and into the bustling town square, where life flows unburdened by the constraints of rewinding. The town buzzes with its usual chaotic energy, where every action carries weight and consequences. Voi and Beo exchange a knowing smile, acknowledging the profound lesson they've learned about cherishing the present. Together, they step into the crowd, forever changed by their experiences and the newfound appreciation for the preciousness of each moment. In a vibrant flower garden bathed in sunlight, Vo and Beo frolic amidst colorful blossoms and buzzing bees. Their laughter echoes through the garden as they chase butterflies and marvel at the beauty around them. Suddenly, their playful mood shifts as they spot a small cloud hovering above, visibly upset and crying. Tiny raindrops fall like tears onto the petals below, casting a somber shadow over the once cheerful scene. In a garden bursting with color, Vo and Beo warily approach a small cloud. The heavy scent of flowers hangs in the air, a stark contrast to the cloud's dark mood. Vo asks gently, "What's wrong?" The cloud replies softly, "A lazy wind blew away all my raindrops, and now I can't water the flowers." Beo declares with determination, "We can help the cloud find its raindrops." Vo and Beo enter a whimsical windy forest where the trees bow to an unseen force. Leaves dance in a frenzied ballet around them, a swirling vortex of color. The wind howls with playful ferocity, buffeting them, making each step a challenge. Vo and Beo hold hands tightly, a human anchor against the blustering environment. They lean into the wind, their bodies angled against the gusts, determined to navigate the gusty expanse. Deep within the windy forest, they confront nature's playful resistance. Together, they tackle the leafy barricade, clearing a path forward. Overhead, branches dance wildly, a whimsical thread in the gusting wind. With careful steps and united effort, they dodge the swinging limbs. Their laughter echoes through the trees, a joyful symphony in the heart of the forest. At the base of a steep, tired hill, Voi and Beo prepare for their arduous climb. The hill appears weary, its slopes covered in drooping grass, a testament to the challenging ascent ahead. Voi and Beo begin their climb, their determination etched on their faces. With each step, they encourage each other, their voices echoing through the serene landscape. Beo's voice rings out, filled with optimism and resolve. We can do it! Together, Voi and Beo continue their upward journey, their spirits undeterred by the hill's weary appearance. Voi and Beo crest the hill, finding the wind still and silent. They attempt to gently awaken the wind, but it remains undisturbed. Deciding on a new tactic, laughter fills the air as they begin a playful game of tag. Their joyful play continues, hoping to stir the lazy wind from its slumber. Their laughter dances on the breeze, a symphony of joy that awakens the slumbering wind. The wind stirs from its rest, stretching languidly as if waking from a dream. A sheepish breeze remembers the raindrops, returning them in a glistening gift. Voi extends her cupped hands, ready to receive nature's delicate offering. Beo mirrors her action. Together they welcome the glistening droplets. Voi and Beo return to the flower garden, a hopeful smile lighting their faces. The little cloud bobs gently, its silent anticipation palpable. The raindrops fall, each drop a tiny burst of life, reviving the thirsty flowers. Colors bloom anew, vibrant and refreshed, as life returns to the garden. The cloud beams with joy, its previous tears replaced by a radiant glow, as Voi and Beo smile, knowing they've made a difference. Under the warm sun, Voi and Beo are absorbed in joyful play, their laughter echoing through the air. A single leaf flutters gently from above, drifting down to interrupt their game. Suddenly, a girl approaches, her voice soft as she introduces herself. Hello, my name is Lila. Voi and Beo stop, their eyes now fixed on the unexpected arrival of Lila. Sunlight filters through the leaves in the park, casting dappled shadows around Lila as she begins her tale. Lila reveals her identity. I'm a magical leaf from the Tree of Knowledge. A dark wind swept me away, and now I am lost, unable to return. Lila describes the Tree of Knowledge. The tree is a source of ancient wisdom, of stories that whisper through the ages. Voi and Beo listen intently, their faces etched with a mixture of amazement and concern. Beo, moved by Lila's plight, offers assistance. Can we help you, Lila? The sunlight seems to brighten, illuminating their faces as hope flickers in the air. Voi, Beo, and Lila venture into the Whispering Woods, where the trees seem to guard ancient secrets. A barely visible path winds ahead, swallowed by overgrown foliage. Shadows dance around them, creating an unsettling atmosphere as they continue deeper. Lila's voice cuts through the rustling leaves. The dark wind has made this place confusing. We must stay true to our hearts. The woods remain silent, their secrets guarded as the group presses on. Guided by Lila's words, the trio reaches Riddle River. Sunlight glittering on the flowing stream. An ancient wise turtle sits motionless on a mossy rock, a silent guardian. The turtle speaks with ageless wisdom. To cross, you must answer my riddle. What is always coming, but never arrives? Voi and Beo look at each other, pondering the riddle. Beo stands at the edge of the river, his brow furrowed as he ponders the riddle. A moment of clarity washes over Beo's face as understanding dawns. Beo exclaims, "Tomorrow!" The turtle nods, and a shimmering bridge of light forms across the water. Lila's voice rings with relief and gratitude. Your quick thinking saved us. Voi, Beo, and Lila arrive, their eyes fixed on the Tree of Knowledge. The Tree of Knowledge stands tall, its leaves devoid of light, casting a shadow over the group. A shadowy figure looms its presence, a menacing swirl of darkness. The air hangs heavy, thick with despair, as they approach the lifeless tree. The weight of the dark wind presses down, a tangible force of desolation. Before the radiant Tree of Knowledge, Voi stands in silent contemplation, a figure silhouetted against the ethereal glow. The air crackles with unseen energy as the Tree of Knowledge poses the fateful question: if you had great power, what would you do with it? Voi remains lost in thought, the weight of the question hanging heavy in the mystical air. Beo, eyes shining with unwavering conviction, declares, "I would use it to help everyone, so nobody would be sad or scared." The Tree of Knowledge hums in response, the fate of all hanging in the balance as the choice echoes through the ages. As Beo speaks, the oppressive darkness retreats, revealing the Tree of Knowledge in its full glory. The Tree of Knowledge explodes with vibrant life, its leaves glowing with renewed color. Lila joyfully returns to her branch, shimmering with happiness. The forest is bathed in light, hope permeating the air. Voi and Beo exchange smiles, knowing their actions have brought about positive change. Sunlight warms Voi and Beo's room as they begin their treasure hunt through forgotten toys. Laughter fills the air as Voi and Beo unearth relics of play from the depths of their closet. Beneath layers of blankets, a forgotten friend emerges. Tutu, the dejected teddy bear. Voi's face lights up with recognition. "Look, Beo, it's Tutu. I haven't seen him in ages." Tutu sits forlorn, awaiting rediscovery amidst a sunlit room buzzing with renewed joy. Tutu sits forlorn, awaiting rediscovery amidst a sunlit room buzzing with renewed joy. In the soft glow of their bedroom, Beo notices Tutu's melancholy. Beo tenderly lifts Tutu, embracing him in a tight hug. As Beo's affection envelops Tutu, a magical light begins to shimmer around them, hinting at enchantment. A tiny, ornate toy door materializes on the closet wall, glowing with an irresistible invitation. He looks sad, Beo whispers, his voice filled with concern. Voi's eyes widen in amazement at the sight of the door. "Wow, what's that?" Voi and Beo approach the toy door, their hearts pounding with a mix of trepidation and excitement. Hand in hand, Voi and Beo step through the threshold, Tutu held securely between them. The toy door transforms into a swirling vortex of vibrant colors, engulfing Voi, Beo, and Tutu in a kaleidoscope of light and shadow. Dazzling colors intensify, obscuring the world around them. Voi, Beo, and Tutu find themselves in a new, unseen world. In a town devoid of color and joy, Voi, Beo, and Tutu find themselves surrounded by the silent despair of forgotten toys. Broken toys sit motionless on shelves, their stories untold, their laughter silenced. A lone robot, missing an arm, stares blankly into the distance, lost in its silent sorrow. Beo's voice breaks the silence. "This place is so sad," Tutu confirms with a sigh. "This is where forgotten toys come." Voi and Beo, tiny figures against the dim backdrop of the town hall, stand hopeful beneath the weak daylight. Dust motes dance in the air, illuminating a room filled with discarded toys and the glazed-over eyes of the apathetic few. Voi's voice rings out, a spark of defiance in the somber hall. "We're going to throw a Play Again festival!" Beo echoes with a hopeful cry. "We'll have games, music, and lots of fun." The words hang in the air, unanswered by the silent hall, a plea against the encroaching indifference. Will their dream of revival pierce through the apathy, or will it fade into the hall's forgotten corners? In the town square, Voi and Beo busily prepare for the Play Again festival, adorning the space with vibrant streamers. Tutu watches from a bench, his face etched with uncertainty as he questions the festival's potential success. Voi approaches Tutu, extending a hand in invitation. Tutu, we need your help! You used to be a great storyteller. Can you tell some stories at the festival? Voi approaches Tutu, extending a hand in invitation. Tutu, we need your help! You used to be a great storyteller. Can you tell some stories at the festival? The town square bursts with life as the Play Again festival unfolds, a joyous chaos of toys engaged in playful antics. Amidst the vibrant chaos, Tutu, a small stuffed rabbit, stands nervously on the brightly lit stage. He hesitates, then takes a deep breath, ready to share a story with the expectant crowd. His voice, initially shaky, grows stronger as he continues, his words capturing the toy's undivided attention. Tutu smiles, a genuine, heartfelt smile, radiating warmth and rekindled purpose across his face. Under the starlit sky, the Play Again festival concludes, filling the town square with unity and happiness. Tutu, Voi, and Beo stand side by side, watching the heartwarming scene unfold before them. Tutu, filled with renewed emotion, says, "I never thought I could feel this way again." Beo responds with heartfelt wisdom, "Every toy is special, Tutu. All it needs is love and someone who cares." Under the sweltering summer sun, Voi and Beo recline languidly by the shimmering lake, the air thick with stillness. The tranquil scene is punctuated only by the gentle lapping of water and the distant calls of birds, creating a serene soundscape. A faint, ethereal song begins to drift from beneath the surface of the lake, an otherworldly melody that pierces the summer stillness. Voi lifts his head slightly, eyes opening, drawn by the mysterious melody. Voi and Beo exchange curious glances, their eyes meeting in shared intrigue as the ethereal song continues to weave its spell. Voi and Beo burst into their workshop, a chaotic haven of gadgets and tools. Amidst the clutter, they frantically search for a specific device. Triumph lights their faces as they discover the magical scope. Eagerly, Voi and Beo carry the scope back to the lake, ready to uncover the enchanting song's source. At the lakeside, Voi and Beo focus intently through a magical scope, their eyes wide with anticipation. The scope reveals a hidden world beneath the water, teeming with strange creatures and vibrant colors. In the distance, a radiant, glowing fish appears, its light cutting through the depths. A melancholic melody drifts from melody, weaving through the underwater landscape. In the sun-dappled depths, Voi and Beo navigate the underwater world, breathing as if born to it. They find Melody drifting peacefully amidst a vibrant coral garden, schools of fish dancing around her. Melody sighs, her voice echoing softly. "I was once a famous singer here, you know. My voice filled these waters." She laments the loss of natural beauty. But now, everyone prefers listening to music through headphones. They've forgotten the beauty of real voices, the natural harmonies of the ocean. "I am so sad and lonely." In the heart of Voi and Beo's workshop, a surge of creative energy ignites the night. Beo's eyes light up with sudden inspiration. "I've got it! A children's underwater concert!" Voi, intrigued, responds, "An underwater concert? That's ambitious, but I like it." The workshop buzzes as Voi creates vibrant posters and Beo meticulously plans the logistics. The underwater concert venue is a breathtaking spectacle with bioluminescent plants casting an ethereal glow. Colorful corals form a natural stage. Schools of fish gather, their eyes wide with anticipation. Voi and Beo work tirelessly, ensuring every detail is perfect for Melody's performance. Beneath the waves, an underwater concert venue bursts into life, glowing coral and shimmering fish, setting the stage for a magical night. Voi gestures grandly, presenting Melody to an eager audience of sea creatures. Bathed in a radiant spotlight, Melody steps forward, her presence commanding the underwater stage. Her voice fills the underwater world with its enchanting beauty, captivating the audience. Even the fish wearing headphones remove them, mesmerized by Melody's performance. The concert is a resounding success. Voi and Beo sit in serene contemplation by the tranquil lake, basking in the sun's glow. Beneath the calm surface, Melody's triumphant return fills the underwater kingdom with music and joy. Voi and Beo exchange knowing smiles, acknowledging their profound impact on the world. The tranquil lake extends into the horizon, its depths concealing a vibrant, thriving underwater kingdom.
Thanks for watching, little explorers. Hee hee, see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more magical adventures. Bye-bye!